Welcome back to Coin Explorer, the ultimate destination for curious minds, coin lovers, and history hunters around the world. Today, we're about to uncover the story of a coin that may seem simple, small, and perhaps even forgettable. But don't let appearances deceive you. This coin, the 1977 United States 5-cent coin, commonly known as the Jefferson Nickel, is not just a piece of metal. It's a time traveler, a silent witness to America's changing identity, a tiny capsule that has carried the face of a founding father through war, peace, crisis, and celebration. So grab a warm cup of tea or coffee, sit back, and allow yourself to step into the past, into the very soul of American history, through one single coin. The year was 1938. The United States was climbing out of the Great Depression, and change was in the air. After more than 25 years in circulation, the Buffalo nickel, with its rugged depiction of a Native American chief and bison, was being retired. A public competition was announced. The U.S. Mint wanted a new design, something fresh, something symbolic, something that captured the spirit of the American Republic. The winner, a sculptor named Felix Schlag. His design? A profile of Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States and author of the Declaration of Independence, a man whose ideals shaped the nation. On the obverse, Schlag's Jefferson looks solemn, dignified, and wise. On the reverse, his home, Monticello, stands proudly, not just a house, but a monument to architecture, enlightenment, and American resilience. This was no ordinary coin. It was a symbol, a bridge between founding principles and a modern, post-Depression America. Why 1977 matters. Fast forward to 1977. It was a turbulent time. The Vietnam War had ended just 2 years earlier. The scars were fresh. Trust in government was still shaken after the Watergate scandal. Jimmy Carter had just been elected president, promising honesty and renewal. America was changing again, culturally, politically, economically. And during this time of shifting tides, millions of these 5-cent coins were minted. Yes, this coin is from a common year. Over 300 million Jefferson nickels were produced in 1977 alone across various mints. But here's the thing. Common doesn't mean unimportant. Your 1977 Jefferson nickel may have passed through the hands of a gas station clerk in New Jersey, or been used to buy a soda by a teenager in Los Angeles, or even tucked away into a soldier's wallet, carried overseas like a tiny reminder of home. Every scratch on its surface, every nick and worn edge, it all tells a silent story of circulation, of touch, of life. Let's pause for a moment and really look at this coin. On the front, the obverse, you see Jefferson's portrait facing left. His expression is firm yet thoughtful, his gaze focused, as if pondering liberty and democracy. To his left are the words, "In God we trust," a national motto born from conflict and reaffirmed through history. To the right, liberty and the year, 1977. It's subtle, but this layout, this composition, it reflects values, it reflects purpose. Now turn the coin over. The reverse features the Monticello, not just Jefferson's home, but a visual representation of intellectual freedom and architecture inspired by classical Rome. Above, the Latin phrase, e pluribus unum, out of many, one. Below, United States of America and 5 cents. This isn't just currency, this is identity, national pride, history, carved into metal. The 1977 nickel was struck in 2 major mints, Philadelphia Mint, no mint mark Denver Mint, marked with a small d. It weighs 5 grams and has a diameter of 21.2 millimeters, made of 75% copper and 25% nickel, giving it that familiar silver-gray tone. Now you may wonder, why not silver? Because silver had already been removed from most U.S. coins by the mid-60s due to rising costs. The Jefferson nickel, unlike the dime or quarter, never had a silver version in circulation, except during the wartime years of 1942 to 1945, which used a special silver alloy. But the 1977 version, this one, is standard composition. Yet even in that copper-nickel blend, it carries immense symbolic value, a metal that doesn't shine too bright, but lasts, just like the American spirit. Let's address the burning question: is the 1977 Jefferson nickel valuable? The answer is yes, but not always in the way you think. Most circulated 1977 nickels are still worth just 5 cents. They're not rare. They're not minted in low numbers. But some special coins can carry more value, under very specific conditions. Look out for these possibilities. Mint errors, off-center strikes, double dies, or planche errors can raise value significantly. Full steps. On the Monticello design, if all the steps are sharply struck and fully visible, it qualifies as a full steps nickel, which can fetch anywhere from a few dollars to over $50 in high grades. Uncirculated condition, MS 65 or higher. If your coin looks brand new with no wear, it can be valued between $2 to $15 depending on grading and market demand. Truthfully, only coins with rare conditions or errors are worth premium prices, and those are exceptions, not the rule. Think of the world in 1977. Elvis Presley passed away. Star Wars premiered. Apple Computer was incorporated. A new era was dawning, both exciting and uncertain. And somewhere in that vast web of moments, this coin was born. It may have been dropped into an arcade machine, used to call home on a payphone, or slipped into a child's piggy bank. It's touched countless lives, quietly, without fame, without flash. This is what makes coins magical, not just their age, but their journey, their invisibility in plain sight. So, should you keep your 1977 Jefferson nickel? Absolutely. Not because it's rare, not because it's valuable in dollars, but because it's valuable in meaning, because it holds a chapter of American life in its small frame, because it connects you to a president, a home, a country, and a century, because you might be holding the same coin that once helped a young mother buy milk in 1977. Or perhaps it was handed over by a tired bus driver or dropped into a veteran's donation box. You're not holding just 5 cents. You're holding a shared past. So the next time you see an old coin in your drawer or pocket, don't dismiss it. Stop. Look. Listen to its silence. Every scratch tells a story. Every tarnish is a fingerprint of time. And every coin, even one as common as the 1977 Jefferson nickel, is a treasure if you're willing to see it. Thanks for watching Coin Explorer, where every coin has a tale, every year has a voice, and every viewer is part of our journey. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more stories from the vaults of history. Until next time, keep exploring, keep collecting, and keep believing in the value of small things.